Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to welcome back Gary Leaming, a spokesperson with the Oregon Department of Transportation.
Hey,
ODOT, good to see you.
Yep.
Thanks for coming. So we're talking today about Highway 140 and in the White City area.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of bad accidents there. Do you have any data as far as fatal crashes in that area?
Right. So very busy area. It's a rural high-speed highway. If you think back in 2006, we did a project there, and we had a number of fatal crashes there. So from 2006 to 2017, 11 years, we had no fatalities at that intersection because of the project we did. Since then, we've had a total of 4. In 2017, we had 2 crashes with 3 fatalities, and then we just had the most recent one last week. And so if you look at the reasons for that, they're all driver error, either speed, going more than 100 miles an hour, blowing through the stop sign, or in this case, the latest case was impaired driving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, according to Oregon State Police,
right.
that is correct. All right, so now looking to install a roundabout. Why a roundabout, not a stop?
Right. So the county, just to kind of give you the big picture, the county is extending Foothill Road, and they're going to punch Foothill through Corey and connecting it at Atlantic Avenue, because that's part of their big plan, to their transportation plan, to connect it with Highway 62 eventually. So the default for a lot of these areas is just put a signal in. It'll solve everything. Well, you know, a signal wouldn't have solved the most recent fatality, unfortunately. An impaired driver, a stop sign with a flashing light versus a stoplight really wouldn't have prevented that crash. So when you look at the data on high-speed rural highways, like Highway 140 is, stop lights on those kind of facilities merely trade the serious injury crashes that we see there currently with severe rear-end crashes, T-bone crashes. And so when you look at a roundabout, a highway-style roundabout, don't think of the Siskiyou Highland roundabout, for instance. If you look at a roundabout that's designed for a highway that's nearly 200 feet across, we will significantly save lives and reduce serious injury crashes. So that's the main reason. They're fairly low in maintenance. You're not having to pay for a traffic signal. And frankly, when you add some of those costs to societal costs of death and serious injury, life-changing injury, a roundabout, and it's not a panacea, right? But on a high-speed rural highway, a roundabout is going to save lives, is going to reduce those injuries, because your crashes are going to be relatively low speed, more of a glancing, going to see that severity that you see at a signalized intersection, again, on a high-speed rural highway.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Gary Leaming from ODOT. We're talking about Highway 140 in White City. ODOT is now going to be putting in a highway-style roundabout, as I believe the phrase you're using. What is the timeline for this project? So
the county bids their project as far as Foothill Road in February of next year. We're coming in behind that in March to get a contractor on board. So as far as actual construction out there, you'll see probably later in the spring, probably May, June time frame, and then it'll wrap up probably by October time frame. So
it could be done by this time next year?
Yeah, exactly. So look for a lot more information on that. We do have a web page on this project, kind of explains that. We did what we call a roundabout rodeo last March with the freight industry. We laid out a big area around at the Boise Cascade plant in North Medford. And so we brought in every single large truck that is on the road, triples, low boys carrying D8 cats, city buses, that kind of thing. And we had them drive that, test it. And it came out with flying colors. The drivers thought it worked well. You can even get a manufactured home through there. So these are big roundabouts. And we have them statewide. We have them in Sisters, we have them in Prineville, we have 2 around Forest Grove, and we have the very first one up in Astoria. And if you look on the West Coast, California, Washington, roundabouts are used as a traffic tool in a lot of places. They're not a panacea, they're not great for everything, but on high-speed rural highways like Highway 140 in Kershaw they're a great traffic tool.
Okay, well, it's definitely going to be something that bears watching. I appreciate you coming by.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.